C3 AI offers 3 categories of products, and today we're really going to focus on the middle box on the screen, C3 AI applications. I wanted to take 1 minute to highlight what makes C3 different when it comes to enterprise applications for asset performance. One of the core differentiators that we offer is the fact that we're part of an ecosystem of AI solutions, starting with the C3 AI platform. The platform powers everything we do, and I'll take a minute to show you what it looks like. Second, as part of our application portfolio and platform offering, we've embedded C3 Generative AI across all of our applications, which will really come through in the demos you'll see today and the roadmap items we'll talk about. We do this with customers across the world, deploying AI applications with some of these massive, large organizations at enterprise scale. Cargill uses C3 AI asset performance applications as well as C3 AI supply chain applications to transform their entire value chain. With Shell, we've deployed C3 AI reliability to deliver predictive maintenance across their entire deployed fleet across 30 large-scale platforms like refineries and offshore platforms. Koch Enterprises uses C3 AI Asset Performance Suite, C3 AI Supply Chain Suite, and many other offerings across many of their operating businesses. And finally, as I'll go to in just a minute, the US Air Force uses C3 AI Reliability as the platform of choice for predictive maintenance at scale. As I mentioned, Shell has deployed C3 AI Reliability across more than 30 platforms. This means that the application is monitoring over 10,000 individual pieces of equipment with hundreds of thousands of machine learning models and predictions being generated on a daily basis to drive improved reliability and outcomes like increased production and lower downtime across their operating portfolio. The US Air Force has deployed C3 AI Readiness, which is our federal and Air Force version of C3 AI Reliability for predictive maintenance, as the system of record for all of their aircraft platforms. This means that we're monitoring and managing over 16 different aircraft fleets, everything from bombers to fighter jets to transport aircraft, all in the name of improving the reliability and the availability of these aircraft for their critical missions. I mentioned I would show the platform since it's so pivotal to the application offerings that we provide. I'm not going to go through the technical details of this. We have other webinars you can tune into to understand the technical details of our platform. But what I want to highlight on this screen is that we've spent 15 years and over $1 billion in investment, in software investment, in order to be able to deliver AI applications at scale for our customers. This means that we include everything from data integration on the left-hand side of this screen, through machine learning models and frameworks that are kind of in the center box, the ability to deploy across any cloud or on-premise environment, as you see on the bottom of the screen, and importantly, all of the enterprise access controls, security, ability to handle data at rest and in motion. Everything is part of our AI application platform, which is over 90% of the effort and challenge in deploying AI applications at scale. What we do in the Asset Performance Suite, as highlighted in the blue box in the upper left, is we configure full end-to-end AI applications and workflows, complete with all of those data integration services, machine learning pipelines, user interface and workflows, the ability to deploy on-premise at plants or in the cloud across your enterprise. All of that is fully configured for the use cases that Patrick and team will walk you through today. And all of it is only possible because of the platform. So what is included in the AI Asset Performance Suite from C3? Number 1 is our applications obviously are sitting on top of the platform. Number 2, we fully integrate with C3 Generative AI, as you'll see in some of our demos today, meaning that users can interrogate and interact with data in natural language and also receive summarized insights using natural language models, all coming from the integrated numerical and sometimes non-numerical and text-based data that we unify. We offer 3 core applications in this space. Number 1, C3 AI Reliability, our predictive maintenance application. Number 2, C3 AI Process Optimization, which provides recommended set points for controls and operations in manufacturing contexts. And number 3, C3 AI Energy Management, which reduces energy costs by forecasting, baselining, and identifying opportunities to improve either via capital investment or operating recommendations. These applications unify data all to a common object model. The common object model means that all of the applications are fully interoperable. As you see on the left-hand side, we're unifying data from operations-based data like time series data, asset hierarchies, work orders, etc., as well as some non-traditional data sources like OEM manuals, procedures, guides, P&ID diagrams, and PFDs from the plant. All of this gets unified and forms the application backbone. It's the data, the digital representation of the assets and the operations. On top of that sit our analytics and UI workflows. So all of these applications are fully interoperable, and many of our customers are using them in tandem. So some customers will start with C3 AI reliability for predictive maintenance, and then over time, very quickly be able to scale and turn on the different capabilities from the other applications. We have experience working across industries, as I mentioned, with some of the world's largest organizations. So just a handful of our customers are shown on the screen, but I think it's really compelling how we have representation from not only oil and gas and energy customers, where C3 got its start over 15 years ago, but now also general manufacturers like Georgia Pacific and Holcim, who we'll dive into later today, the US Air Force, Duke Energy in utilities, many others. So a representation from many different industries, all using these same applications deployed at scale. And finally, before getting into the really exciting stuff that Patrick and the product team are going to show you today, I just wanted to spend 1 minute on our product roadmap. C3 AI is invested in innovation. We focus on R&D efforts, bringing in the latest capabilities from the market and also our own R&D in-house. We're doing this in 4 core pillars that are going to be visible in our product roadmap and the new capabilities we're currently working on. So number 1, generative AI everywhere. That means that not only are we integrating with C3 Generative AI, which I encourage you to go check out a webinar or a demo video of our core offering in this space, but we're also integrating that into the core product workflows, enabling our users to generate documents, generate reports, summarize data, all from within the application, and also to be able to use natural language to query the data that we've already unified in our structured object model. Number 2, C3 AI Data Fusion is a pillar of being able to expand and accelerate AI use cases across the enterprise. In this core part of our product roadmap, especially our platform team, but working closely with the applications teams like ourselves, are working on drag and drop workflows, accelerated connectors, a visual experience to unify data and get applications deployed to production faster. As part of that same initiative, we're working on C3 AI Developer Hub, bringing all of the support, documentation, deployment workflows, everything required to stand up and get started with an AI application, all via C3 AI Studio as part of the Developer Hub. So you'll see more about both of those two concepts coming through in our C3 AI platform roadmaps. And I encourage you to tune into future webinars and also join our conference if you're interested in the platform topics. And then finally, C3 AI Vision, bringing 3D and very visual workflows to our applications in order to visualize, for example, a 3D model of an asset, either across an entire plant, being able to kind of traverse the entire plant all within a 3D model, and also 3D models of smaller assets, like being able to see a model of a pump in detail and how AI recommendations are being applied across that. So with that, one final word before I hand off to Patrick on C3 AI priorities for asset performance. Number 1, we focus on finding the right use case. We want to identify areas that are scalable, high value, and repeatable across our customers. Repeatable means being able to use the same application, the same offering, and see the value at multiple plants across your enterprise, and also for us across multiple industries. C3 AI Reliability, for example, as I mentioned, is deployed across dozens of customers and many different industry verticals. And then finally, that scalability point. It is not sufficient to deploy a single POC, a single pilot, and not be able to scale that across the entire enterprise with thousands of users onboarded. So we focus on the scalability of AI applications to transform our customers.